Shabbat Shalom. This coming Shabbat, we begin the fourth book of the Torah in Hebrew, Bamidbar, in the desert. It's an appropriate name because the book is dominated by the stories of the children of Israel as they wander through the desert, getting ready to cross the Jordan River into the land of Canaan. But in English, the book is Numbers. It's called that, undoubtedly, because during the first portion of this fourth book of the Torah, we see the people literally counted. Over and over again, they are counted. They are counted for armies. They are counted for the chiefs and the tribes. And they are counted for the population. But in Hebrew, the text doesn't seem to indicate that it's just simply saying 1, 2, 3 as if each person is a number. No, the Hebrew verb used is se'u, which literally means to lift your head up. That is to say that every member of this Jewish community has value, and you lift your head up and you proudly display that value. Sometimes it's easy in our lives to lift our heads up. Other times it's much more difficult. I can't possibly imagine how difficult it is for a victim of a sexual assault to come forward and lift their head up and tell their story. And that's exactly what the victim of that assault on the campus of Stanford University did this week. I was inspired by the letter that she wrote to the judge, just as I was horrified by the letter that the perpetrator, that the rapist's father wrote, and by the sentence that the judge gave. It's unspeakable. It's unspeakable that they would watch and listen to this woman lift her head up and be counted in a way that is just so difficult after the unspeakable horror that she went through, that that father and that judge would react in that way. And yet, as difficult as it is for us to bear, this is, I must think, a teachable moment. A time to sit down with our daughters and explain to them exactly what it means to grow up vulnerable, exactly all of the precautions that they can take to hopefully prevent this from happening. But even then, it might not be enough. So this is a mandatory opportunity for us to sit down with our boys and to say to them, it's never okay, under any circumstances, ever, ever, ever. If we don't use this opportunity, then her moment where she showed tremendous courage to be able to stand up and be counted will be lost forever. Shabbat Shalom.